Greetings, rockers and rockerettes. I've got a package I'm about to open up. I received from my buddy Joe Pangalo. I've been buying records from Joe. I guess we're probably going on 4 years now, and once a month he sells. It's mostly 80s metal, hard rock, maybe some punk rock, and I got a few items from him last weekend. They arrived this morning, and I just figured I would share out real quick. Just broke the seal on the package. Get rid of some of the inner packaging. And let's see what we have here. Looks like Joe threw in a magazine for me. Metal Zone. Not familiar with this mag. Looks like we got Phil Anselmo on the front there. And it mentions Kiss, Paradise Lost, ZZ Top, Soundgarden. Give that a look at later. Electric Boys on the back. Cool. All right, this one I've been looking forward to. New album. Actually, this is my first from this band. Night Demon. I know they've been touring. I know a few friends that have seen them recently. Don't know if they're going to be coming to Tennessee, but if they do, I will certainly be checking them out. And I also have a compilation of theirs that's coming in the mail. Should arrive in the next week. So this one, I believe, is Coke Bottle, which is one of the limited pressings. Here's one. I had the opportunity of getting this in Baltimore. Heck, it had to have been about 13, 14 years ago, and I passed it up. I had picked up a bunch of vinyl on a weekend in Baltimore, seen a bunch of Doom bands, and I regretted not getting this when I had the opportunity. I don't know what the pressing numbers are on this, but I know that it was probably pretty limited. I would imagine under 500. I've not seen one of these since, and I don't think I've come across any online. And so Joe offered this up at a good price. It is a double vinyl, and this one just covers a bunch of their 7-inch songs, and actually I think their first full length and their one of their EPs. So I do have most of this material already in other formats, but it's good to have this double length. I don't foresee this ever being repressed, at least not this particular album, which is called Chapter 1, 1989-1999. I think the band started around 1989. I think the earliest material on this, though, is from, I believe, 92 or 93. A band that I am familiar with, and I have some of their earlier material, but I don't have any of their later stuff, is Artillery. And this one is Legion. And I don't remember the release date on this, but I know it's in the 2000s, I believe. It could be the late 1990s, but I believe this was released in the 2000s. This is also black vinyl. 2 LPs, 2 bonus tracks. Can't go wrong with Artillery. Great thrash band. A band that I am very familiar with. I've got a lot of their material on CD and a few on record. And this is Jag Panzer, the Defiant Chord. This would be their most recent album, though they do have a new one coming out sometime in the next, few months. Glad to see this one came with the CD. I will slide that out so we can see the full cover. Really cool artwork. Just a great band. Been around since, I believe, the mid 80s. And this one does have Conklin, their original lead singer. It's good to see these guys still releasing new music. This is a double vinyl. And I believe it only came in the one pressing and the one variant, which is a marbled blue. I've not heard any of the music from this. I am looking forward to hearing some Jagdpanzer later. Let's see what else we have here. Some early death metal, maybe with a little bit of thrash and grind mixed in. Macabre, Gloom. And I'm pretty certain this is not an original press. I think this is actually a reworked album cover. The original might have only been on CD and tape. I'd have to double check on that, but this is a later pressing. There is an insert here. I guess a lyric sheet, band photo, lyric sheet, and on the back, Decomposed Records. I'll look at the copyright date in just a moment. It looks like this was released in 2001 out of Chicago, Illinois. I believe that's where the band is from. And I'm familiar with these guys from, I believe, a Nuclear Blast comp that I had gotten in the early 90s. And I liked the band. They were extremely unique. It's kind of hard to describe. I mean, the grind, definitely hear the grindcore, but lyrics extremely unique. And of course, the subject matter of the songs, a lot of the band songs have to do with serial killers. Maybe not my top of my interest list, but very cool band. And prior to this album, they had released an EP, so this would be considered their first full length. And really stoked to have that on record. And the last one that I have to share, it is from a band that most metalheads are familiar with, Riot. And after the passing of their guitar player, and I believe one of the few original members left in the band, the remaining band members who have continued on as Riot, I believe they go by Riot 5 now, have been releasing a lot of live and, studio, the material that was never released. So this is kind of a continuation of an Archives series that they've been releasing. This one is called Archives Volume 3, 1987-1988. This is also a double vinyl release, colored. I don't know if this particular one was released in variants or if the red was the only option. And it comes with, I believe that is a DVD of a live show from this era. So this would be when the band had Tony Moore as their singer, who was with the band, I believe, for just 2 studio albums. And looking at the back, because this came through High Roller Records, who do a wonderful job of including extras. There is a photo of the band. And a lot of times these releases also come with posters, so I will check later, look and see if there's a poster included in here. But looking forward to hearing this, because like I said, there were only 2 studio albums released with Tony, and so this is a great opportunity to hear some more material. I'm sure it's just some extra studio stuff, but also some live material from that era of the band Riot. So got a bunch to listen to today. Brother Joe, thank you for the hookup. Always appreciate the great music that I pick up from you, and Hope everybody out there in internet land is doing good. Happy Easter, and keep rocking. See y'all soon.